Hey guys, welcome to Isaiah's Reviews, and today we're reviewing something pretty cozy. It's the Down Puffy Camping Blanket by Get Out Gear. Boom! You can hang this from anywhere. It doesn't weigh much at all. It's got a little hook area here. Of course, it's got one here. You unlatch this and we'll roll this out. But let's get into some specs. I'll show you what it is all about. And if you're cool with this kind of nylon like fabric here, if you're cool with that, then this is probably the blanket for you. Now this is insanely lightweight. It's 17 ounces. Like this hardly weighs anything. So if you want to pack this and you're worried about weight, this is something that you can pack in there. You got multiple ways that you can hook this thing. If you want to carry this out somehow on the outside of your bag or whatever, this can be done. This is actual down, 650 feel on the down. It's a puffy kind of feel. We'll get to what it looks like here in a second. The cool thing about it is there's 3 buttons on here, so you can wear this like a poncho. So if you're climbing up out of your tent in the morning, you want your coffee, you want your drink, you want to sit down, you don't want to worry with having to hold this blanket over you. You can pull this over you, snap those buttons down, and you're golden. But this isn't probably like 0 degree type stuff. It is kind of a thin blanket, of course, 17 ounces. You're not gonna be the heaviest thing in the world. They do offer a synthetic one as well. So if you have like some kind of allergy or you don't want the down or you're gonna be in super moist places, I'd go the synthetic route. But the down is the one I went with. This is great for lounging around the couch and travel, stuff like that. Some light camping, I would say this is good for that. But it keeps you good and cozy, fall and spring and stuff like that. The dead of winter, you're probably gonna be wearing something else, but this, to me, is gonna get you the majority of the way. Now let's look at what's inside of this thing. Of course, you got the little clip this out, undo this. This rolls out. Then you can get this thing out of the sock. So this type of nylon, my wife doesn't like this kind of feel. I actually do. It doesn't bother me at all. And they say that this is 20D ripstop nylon shell, which blocks out wind and cold with that 650 feel on the down. Now it comes across as being super duper thin, but I think it does the job. Like you'll get super cozy, like lounge around the couch. If you're just lounging around in the summer, you probably get super cozy, okay? Like if you're hitting the fall, winter months on the couch, early spring, then you're okay. But you're gonna get toasty if you're just thinking this is a loungy blanket, because it gives the appearance of, say, this thing's super thin, but it's got equal amounts of feel in these squares, and people have complained about it being super thin, like in the reviews and stuff, some of the negative ones, but I don't have a problem with that. It's 17 ounces, like you're trying to be as minimalist as possible, and I know when we travel, every little bit of space matters, so it doesn't bother me that this is like this. And this is going to go with us everywhere we travel, because this is an awesome blanket to carry around to any kind of sofa and stuff like that during our trips and the car rides. But let me find these buttons. Where are you, buttons? Jeez. And you do have a hanger here, so if you want to hang it out to dry, to air dry, say it did get wet or something like that, there's a place to do that. Here's the tag, the care instructions. Let's look at the care instructions before I forget. It just washes in a gentle cycle, tumble dry on low heat or line dry. And that's it. 3 buttons here. There's a space for where your head's gonna go, and then the 3 buttons there. And basically you just drape it around like so, and then you snap them together. 3 all the way down. And then there you can there's 3 buttons down through here, and you can walk around. And I can tell you right now, just by putting this on, I feel the heat draping over my shoulders and stuff as we speak, because it's nice and cozy in the house with the heat on. But this thing puts some warmth in you. This is probably one of the coolest items. I've already reviewed a super cool one, but for the holiday season, man, you can't go wrong with one of these things. And that's why I wanted to kind of review this one, because of all the feedback that it's gotten, all the positive feedback it's got is warranted. This thing is super cozy and it feels good. But you have to like this type of fabric. If you're not cool with it, of course you're not gonna like this. Like if you just like actual fabric, cloth fabric, then this probably isn't the thing for you. But you gotta understand, this is designed to repel stuff and to keep you super warm. So it's doing what it's supposed to be doing if you can just get over the feel of it. But it doesn't bother me. But some people are iffy. Like I said, my wife is very iffy on that. This is the down puffy. The double puffy is the synthetic, and that synthetic is 1.5 pounds. It's 80 by 54 inches for this guy here. The down puffy, which is this, is a 20D ripstop nylon shell. 650 fill power for the down insulation. The DWR is a durable water repellent coating with the nylon shell here on, I'm assuming. The double puffy, which is the synthetic, is 20D ripstop nylon shell, double stuffed synthetic insulation. It's got the DWR on there, the durable water repellent coating with nylon shell. The blanket provides a nice ultralight option down to 45 degrees. It said that it's 5 inches by 12 inches in the bag, in the carrying bag. This is a cool fact they say on how to store this, which I wouldn't have thought that. This is for long time storage. They recommend hanging it with the blanket hook that's on here in a cool, dry place, but you don't want to leave it compressed. It says you want to keep it uncompressed. So storage would be just by a hook up here. So travel, then you would introduce this guy. I would have thought, hey, I'm going to throw this thing in here, pack it away, and I'll take it back out. But they say they want to hang it by the hook that's on this so it can stay relaxed. So this has been a super quick review of the Get Out Gear down puffy blanket. I think it's a cool light blanket that can be an addition to some, especially if you're like dead of winter. This can add that extra 15 degrees of warmth in the dead of winter. But, you know, early winter, late winter, spring, fall, those kind of areas, this is fantastic. I like it on the couch. I have a fire pit in the backyard. When we start cranking that thing up, this is going to be out there with me, snapped around. I'm not even going to know it, around my neck like a poncho. And this is exactly what I was looking for whenever they asked me to review this. And I did a bunch of reviewing of theirs through reviews, and everybody loves it. So it holds up great and stuff like that. There's not that many negative dings, but I think this is something definitely you should check out. So this has been my review of the Get Out Gear down puffy camping blanket. I really, whenever they contacted me, I started deep diving in there, and it's like, hey, I like blankets a lot. We have a lot of blankets, so I started doing a bunch of deep dives in on the product, and everybody really likes it. I like the material. I like the idea behind the poncho style that you can wear out, because we have a fire pit in the backyard, and this thing will get some use this winter. I love how thin it is. I don't like a super heavy weighted thing, and this is super light, and this doesn't take up much space. So when we travel, we're just going to throw this in there. This is great for the kids if they're going to take a nap somewhere random. It takes up no space, like when we're on a trip or something like that, for them to bundle up with at the beach and stuff. When we get back to the room, it's fantastic. I really like it, and I like how easy it's going to be to clean up, because with sand and dirt and all that kind of junk, this thing should clean up super easy. I haven't washed it yet outside of the initial wash. We washed it the first time that I got it. But outside of that, I haven't washed it with like dirt and stuff like that from the outside yet. But it should clean up great. And I will leave a comment down in the YouTube description if anything ever changes or wavers with this thing, or if I have swayed my opinion in whatsoever. Look down there, because that'll be the first place that I'll say something negative or positive about the product that I find different from what I'm saying now. But the lightweight, small real estate, I think this is something you definitely should check out if you're into this kind of stuff. So make sure to explode on that subscribe button and ding that dong to get the latest cool stuff that's out there for you. And this product link will be down in the YouTube description. Oh, and I almost forgot. It packs up super simple. I just packed it up, and I ran back over here. I was like, whoops. But yeah, you just fold it over into the same size here, and then just start rolling it up, and it slides right in there. You reel this. Here, I'll show you right quick. I forgot. And you just take this. Super simple. They got a nice little bendy, kind of like a slap bracelet going on in there. Then you just reel this in like so. Take it around. Snap it, and you're kind of good to go. It goes in here pretty easy. When I first got it, I was like, this is gonna be one of these things that's like impossible to get back in the bag, but it's not. It's super easy, so you won't have any problem, which I really like. It's the last thing I want on my list is another problem.